Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton. This is turn 22, where we are playing Let's jump into things. Okay, so this is actually a really big turn for the entire game. Because we look down here, Hog Rider, the god of Tirnanog, has been permanently vanquished. At the end, he did not rule a single province, and he now has nowhere to reach. Holy shit. So we have a scout, like, moving up into the lands of Tirnanog. I did not realize that it had gotten so badly so quickly. Wow. Oof. That's trouble. That's real trouble. Fortunately, we do have a non-aggression pact with Pangea. Now, it's just a non-aggression pact. One, they could break it at any time. Entirely possible. Two, even if they don't break it, it's only a 3-turn nap. So, entirely possible that they say, okay, nap's done. Well, I'll see you in 3 turns. And we go, oh shit. So we'll see how it pans out. But we have a giant Pangea next to us. So, all right, let's go to our actual turn. So we found a magic site in the Wood of Many Paths, a farm of plenty, which is like the worst magic site. It gives you 50 supply points. Who gives a shit? In Perenna with our air Gudu, we found nothing, but we found 2 magic sites with Nizar. One of which is an Earthblood Seepage, which is a 2 gem site, which is awesome, and then a Druid's Grave, which is a 1 nature gem site. Earthblood Seepage is a 2 Earth gem site, by the way, if you weren't aware. So very, very good for us. 3 gems in a turn is pretty awesome. We got a proclamation from Pangea, a new Black Harpy as a prophet. We get to witness a battle in trackless woods between Yomi and Fomoria. Ha! And this is the Battle of the Century. What in the world? So we've got a scout here, pings the province, and there is no commander. So I guess Fomoria, I don't know. We're actually gonna check this. I don't know if, not Fomoria, does Yomi just naturally have assassins? I don't think he does. Right? Nope, not that I'm aware of. So it seems like Yomi has gotten his hands on an assassin or something like that and has used it to ping into Fomoria's lands. Very interesting. We can also see that he has taken Mag. I actually discussed this with Yomi. Yomi approached me and asked if he could take 128. I said yes, feel free to take 128. I told him not to take 109. That I had already kind of claimed that between myself and Fomoria. Anyways, moving on. We've got a battle in Bell. Let's watch this. This is against a very light province defense, so this is literally just going to be us running forward, blessed up, killed the commander, battle done. Easy peasy. So that was 0 losses, and in the womb, we've got pretty much the exact same thing. Now, these guys, these cavemen, do hit very hard, but our Mushushus have 68 hit points, very high protection right now, and they murder cavemen. So the cavemen hit very hard. Yes, they actually did. Oh, they got a never healing wound on this Mushushu, but you know, it's not bad. Okay, so no losses in the womb. We had some unexpected events. Oof, unexpected event in Rim Mountains. Lord, save us from the wrath of the Northmen. Your people cry your name in anguish while raiders from the sea bear down upon the land. Ugh. Okay. And then we have an event in Bell. Ooh, there has been a shipwreck at the coast. The cargo of the broken vessel has been salvaged and some survivors forced into service. gold plus 291, and Yit Okta, the Azure Mage. The gold is very nice, right? Considering we are Misfortune 2, it's pretty dope to get a gold event. Not going to happen to us very much. And to get a mage along with it is very nice. Unfortunately, an Azure Mage is just a Water 2 mage, which is something that we have direct access to. In fact, our Water 2s come with other paths, so not really the greatest mage, but it's mage. Not going to sniff at it. So. Battle in the Rim Mountains. The seamen bear down on us. Holy shit, the seamen bear down on us. That's a lot of Huskarls. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so this is a crap ton of Huskarls, which are very good, basic, flatline human troops. 10 HP, 10 strength, 10 attack, 12 defense, because here, 10 precision, 10 combat speed, 11 protection, mediocre spear thrust, mediocre javelin. They're just kind of like, these guys are, they're not bad, not great, but when there's 60 of them versus not 60 Wolf Tribe. See, and here's the thing, like, if this was 60 Wolf Tribe, this might be a different story. But it's not. There's only like 8 province defense here or something like that. So the Wolf Tribe starts shooting in. These guys have shields. It's not going to really do much. And as the Wolf Tribe infantry close, the javelins come out. They don't do much. And actually, the Wolf Tribe starts stabbing the shit out of things. Because, right, the Huskarls, when they come in, there's 3 to a square, but they're not going to use the javelin in melee. Oh, yeah, they will. Oh, I didn't realize they could use the javelin in melee. Huh. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Oh, maybe they don't. No, it's range. Yeah, I don't think they use the javelin in melee. So they should only have the spear attack, which is, so 3 attacks per square versus 6 attacks per square. Because the Wolf Tribe used the double daggers. So the Wolf Tribe actually is more killy, but there's 3 times as many Huskarls, so it just doesn't matter. Like I said, if we had 60 Deer Tribe, we probably, or if we had Deer Tribe, we'd absolutely. But if we had 60 Wolf Tribe, we'd probably still lose, because part of the problem is half of the Wolf Tribe that we would have is going to be archers, and the archers are kind of meh against the Huskarls. But if we'd had 30 infantry, we might have been able to HP route the Huskarls, because they would have done a lot of damage. They definitely would have done better. So, as it is, they only killed 2. And they were slaughtered. So we have lost Rim Mountains, unfortunately, and Hog Rider, God of Tirnanog, has died. But let's take a look at what is going on in our turn. We're gonna start down here in Bell. Unfortunately, we cannot really do anything about Rim Mountains right now. I think, fortunately, we know that there's fucking 61 Huskarls here. So I don't think anyone's going to do anything about Rim Mountains anytime soon. You know? So that's one thing. So obviously we want to try to take Rim Mountains back sooner rather than later. We don't want, 1, this is a nature gem. 2, we don't want people getting the impression that we can't control our borders. We don't want Relay or Kailasa feeling like, oh, let's go ahead and take this, and then causing some sort of border dispute. So we want to take this back as soon as we can. Unfortunately, that as soon as is not going to be any time soon. Elder 6, we are moving up into Kohnberg. That's the Elder that was in Rim Mountains. Ishib, we're moving up in to Sinkhole Swamp to do some more site searching. This is our farm of plenty, and I hate it. In Kronberg, what is happening? We're recruiting another Gudu. Okay? You might notice our treasury is low because we're basically spending most of our money on the building of a city palisades in Perenna. But in Kronberg, we're basically doing the cheap special that we did last turn. We're doing a Gudu in Kronberg, we're doing a Gudu in and we're doing a Mushushu. We're also doing an Inky's Chosen just because we had a little bit of money left over, and it was basically get this or like a scout. And I thought maybe we get more infantry to try to deal with Rim Mountain sooner rather than later. That is what's happening now. What's happening in Agarthan territory. Okay, so this is the big deal, right? We cannot move NC1 onto Agartha this turn. That is as I expected. We can see he is rebuilding his supply of Great Olms. This is a problem. We are moving all of these units, all of these air Gudus. Okay, so 5 air Gudus and 2 Galas, both who have 2 nature gems. And I have 2 Gudus who also have 2 nature gems. They're the backup nature gem Galas. They are to head into Perenna along with NC1. Masanapada is also heading into the womb. And actually, bring we're not gonna take Yitan Agta. We'll put him back in Perenna. And then NC2, who's already in the womb, he's actually going to go ahead and hit Neotha. Now, this might get us in trouble, right? If I move into Neotha and he anticipates this, he could potentially like meet me here and pop me. I don't think that's going to be the case. Another potential scenario is Relay could attack Agartha, trying to gain some of the land that has been up for grabs in this whole thing. This is a risky move. This is a greedy move. I probably should not be doing it. I'm going to do it anyways. The plan being is if we're successful here in Neotha, then next turn we throw everything at Agartha and we hopefully fucking kill him. This is 24 units. Masanapada has 32 units, counting himself. Right. NC2 has 23 units, 24 counting himself. We're bringing in a whole bunch of Gudus. We're going to have a fair chunk of units. We're going to have close to 80 to 100 units to toss at Agartha's capital. And I don't think he's going to have nearly as many Great Olms as he did last time. Hopefully that means we win. I know we annihilated him in Perenna. We have a secondary army to back that up with now with NC1. I'm hopeful that this is about to be done. He might pull something out. He might buy a bunch of mercs, right? Or try to, or something like that. He might boost his province defense even more. I don't know. But I think we've got it now. I think we've got enough units that we can bless, enough Mushushus, just in general, enough to throw at him that I think we're going to be okay. In combination with like lightning strikes and swarm casts, etc., I think we're going to be fine. Which is one of the reasons why I am okay sending Nazar II into the Fever Fens. Now, Nazar II has a pretty decent cast. He's going to be doing Iron Skin, Timber Flesh, Body Ethereal, Personal Luck. This is Jaguar Tribe. Jaguar Tribe is abysmal. They're along the lines of almost as abysmal as Deer Tribe. Not quite. They are very, very weak. I say that. We know that there are not many of them here. We've seen that pretty consistently. I think Nazar II should have zero issue popping Fever Fins. If he doesn't, if he dies abysmally for whatever, like if he bumps with Pangea or whatever happens, right? My galas, right? One, this is winter in the year of, it's winter in year 1, right? So in theory, on turn 25, he would come back anyways, okay? Because of spring immortality. But another reason why I've been relying on galas, one, because they are cheap researchers and they give a supply bonus, but two is because they're elegists or elegists. Two, which means they are way better. They count as priest 3s when calling back a god. So with the amount of galas that I have right now, I think I have 9 total. Yeah, I could call back a god pretty much guaranteed in 2 turns. So, and that's important. I want to get to the point to where I can, at any given time, 1 turn bring my god back. Okay? And that's because I'd like to use my god. My god's a very powerful chassis. Has a built-in bind shield and can be kitted out to do quite a few things. But I think I've left his astral magic a little too low compared to what it should be to make sure that magic dueled down. But we can try to compensate that. There are options. Obviously, we can make like crystal coins. We can make Starshine skull caps, get him up to 6. Right? So there are potentially ways that we can try to avoid that. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling on about future hypotheses. He should be able to take Fever Fins without any issue. Fever Fins should be then. It's a very low worth province, but it is a swamp. And again, I would like to make sure that I get some recruitment of bone readers going. I'd like to start recruiting shamans, etc. And they're not going to be here, right? But I'd like to do bone readers here in Fever Fins and shamans here. Also, we've kind of moved into the site search phase, so I'd like to hit up Fever Fins because it's very likely that we're going to find some magic sites there. Magic sites there. So that's kind of the current plan. We are building a city palisades, and well, that's it. This is a dicey turn for us. We're making a couple of greedy plays. If it doesn't work out, then we go back to that situation of being like, oh god. That being said, I think we're kind of in a situation of being oh god anyways. Except I'm hopeful that the world is now going to start the world, right, not just me, is going to now start looking at Pangea and go, oh shit, it's early Pangea, we got to watch out. Because if we can, like, if Kailasa, if Mictlan, if... Actually, I think that's about it. There's probably someone right here that touches on the northeast corner, but it's mostly Kailasa and Mictlan, I would think, at this point. Right? That could be a big war for us to get involved in. And having something like this added to our plot of land, pretty nice. Pretty nice. We gotta worry about Agartha first, though. In before Agartha kicks my ass. So, that's going to be it for the turn. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.